bacteria there was on the touchscreen machines. These cause the kind of infections that people pick up in hospitals.
They said fecal matter?
The bacteria said of the findings, we were all surprised how much gut and fecal bacteria there was on the...
What's happening, man? I'm Onlyzhay. If you don't know, if you do know, what up, though? Look, man. I mean, I've been talking about some food stuff. I'm just wanting to share this knowledge about how healthy food can be and what we doing that's not healthy. Like, we really out here might as well be eating doo-doo balls. Like, for real, like, we getting the same nutrients for what we eating at other places as we'll be eating like pigs, literally. Like, go get you some slop on a bun, my guy. Like, for real, like, straight up, like, literally that's what we're doing. So, I even got called. Maybe I should be. I got asked, hey, do you want to be a nutritionist today? Because I'm spreading so much health about wealth. So let's see something about McDonald's, man. Because I don't know all the facts. I'm learning as y'all learning. We learning together. Hey, I appreciate y'all for liking, sharing, subscribing as well. Hey, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep getting big. We growing. Every day we getting better. You heard? So with that being said, man, let's find out what's the real deal about McDonald's that we don't know about. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Also known as the 5G Google Pixel with night sight and portrait mode.
Research shows people remember.
We got a couple ads, but they only 5 seconds, you feel me? Because I skipped. I skipped.
You know you're not going to get a gourmet meal when you pull up to the Golden Arches, but you do expect it to meet certain standards, right? Well, it might be time to lower your expectations. These are the most cringeworthy things you need to know before you eat at McDonald's again.
McDonald's got the best fries, though.
Mint.
I ain't gonna eat nothing.
Wow.
I had a shamrock shake.
I hate you.
And I got one for you, too.
I love you.
We are under no circumstances telling you not to enjoy your annual Shamrock Shake. But we do want you to know why they're just called shakes and not milkshakes. Snopes says there's been a rumor going around that the desserts can't be called milkshakes because they don't contain dairy products. But that's not true. They definitely use milk in those shakes. They just don't make them with ice cream.
These are breast milk?
Instead, they combine reduced fat soft serve, which may or may not be allowed to be called ice cream depending on your state, with flavored syrup along with whipped cream. It's designed
good,
that way
though.
to not just be fast, but also consistent across all McDonald's. So while you're not getting something that's quite as gross as you might think, you're not getting any real ice cream either.
Okay, you're starting off light. I need to hear
This
something
comes
else.
to us via Reddit on a thread asking, fast food workers of Reddit, what should we not order at your restaurant? Why not? One user named Envirometh had all sorts of thoughts on just why you should think twice about picking up a McCafe beverage, saying that in their experience as an employee, the machines are rarely cleaned.
Hey, Jack, those are really good.
All right, if you work at a fast food restaurant or you work any kind of food, you know that at the end of the day, it's fast food. Keyword, fast. People do things in a hurry, in a rush. They feed this person, get that person right, put that in that bag, do this for them. I gotta take a break. I gotta eat. I gotta do this and I do. Like so like you should expect. Yeah, and like sometimes they not gonna scrub a dub on everything they need to be doing it on. You feel me? Like, straight up, they might be busting suds on the main stuff, but they might not change that grease for a couple of days, which I'm not saying is good, and I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying that's something you gotta already know that. You gotta already know that.
Did you do something different?
Got it.
They also say the machines are horrendously complicated, so much so that they require specialized servicing and training to take them apart and really get all the gunk out of the nooks and crannies.
Gunk.
But another employee chimed in to say their McDonald's managers went above and beyond to clean the McCafe machines.
You know what? Before I continue, you know what's something I should know for eating at McDonald's again? Even though I'm not gonna eat at McDonald's again. Why the ice cream machines don't work? They never work. Them ice cream machines need to apply for some jobs. Need to take some applications to the ice cream machine so it can find some way to work. Uber for the machine so it can get to work. It never works.
An average of 30 to 45 minutes every day to keep them spick and span. So buyer beware. Sounds like your cup of joe may come with room for a little...
This is how I make
Maybe some booty crust on that. How y'all gonna put an ad on a video about McDonald's food? Like, is you serious? Is you serious?
You've heard the horror stories about how those oddly textured chicken McNuggets are made. Well, it turns out McDonald's has been actively trying to clean up the McNuggets reputation. In 2014, they released a video that shows just how those nuggets are made. And while there's no pink slime in sight, it's still not exactly appetizing.
We don't know what it is or where it came from, but it has nothing to do with our chicken McNuggets.
The video is...
I heard conspiracies about fast food places, none in particular, but people go missing and be a lot more nuggets around.
From McD's Canada, but NPR reported it's the same deal in the U.S. After the breast meat is removed from the bone, it's sent through a grinder with seasoning and chicken skin. They're battered twice, par-fried, frozen, and shipped off to stores to finish cooking them. If you make your own fries at home, you typically use potatoes, oil, salt, and maybe some seasoning. But if you think you're getting the same thing at McD's, you're wrong. Check out their signature recipe, and you'll find a whopping 19 ingredients to be exact. So what is all that stuff? The Daily Mail reported that natural beef flavor and citric acid are added to the oil those potatoes are fried.
What is citric acid?
Coated with a mix of salt, dextrose, and sodium acid pyrophosphate. That last one keeps them from turning brown after they've cooked.
It's the Fries Show, McDonald's world famous fries.
But speaking of that,
put makeup on the fries?
Flavoring, if you're a strict vegetarian traveling the world, you might want to take a pass on any fries that are labeled vegetarian. In 2002, McDonald's was the target of a huge uproar amongst Hindus living in India. In spite of the fact that hash browns and fries were both clearly labeled as being vegetarian in that country, they were fried in oil that contained, you guessed it, essence of beef. That's not just a matter of
putting beef in the fries?
Forcing people to unknowingly break with vegetarianism.
They putting beef in the fries? At McDonald's? Oh my God.
In the Hindu religion, not eating beef is a steadfast spiritual practice for many. Cows are sacred to some,
beef and makeup on
not
McDonald's
surprisingly,
fries.
people were outraged. CBS News reported McDonald's promised to make amends by changing the way their fries are made in India and donating $10 million to Hindu groups. They also added that
donating how much?
They advertised. CBS News reported McDonald's promised to make amends by changing the way their fries are made in India and donating $10 million.
I think I might have tasted some beef in my fries. Pause. McDonald's, hit my line. Hit my line. We gotta talk.
To Hindu groups. They also added that nowhere in America have they advertised that their fries are vegetarian, because they're absolutely not. ThoughtCo reached out to McDonald's in 2017, and they responded saying they have no intention of changing their recipes or making fries vegetarian in the U.S.
Hey, yo,
exactly
what?
Why remains a mystery.
How do you refuse to make a vegetable a vegetable? Like you don't got no say-so in that. It's a vegetable. What?
In 2017, BuzzFeed spoke to the Louisiana teen at the center of a viral outrage. Going by just his first name, Nick claimed he was told to clean the ice cream machine at the McDonald's where he worked. That's where he found trays filled with mold and slime. So he tweeted photos.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like,
Mold
I've
and
never
slime.
seen something this disgusting.
Other McDonald's employees and former employees came forward to support him, saying it was management's job to clean the machines, and it was rarely done right. Nick was fired after his tweets, and McDonald's was quick to clarify that the trays pictured never come into contact with food, which made it no less gross. According to the Wall Street Journal, cleaning a McFlurry machine is an 11-step process that should include a 4-hour heat cleaning cycle. That's not counting the time
Okay, so if it's shut down at night because y'all taking 4 hours to clean to keep all this Osmosis Jones looking bacteria out of there, this Mucinex looking bacteria, I'm cool with it. Shut that thing down. Even though it's all bad anyways, but shut that down at least.
For cleaning and get things up and running again. But here's the rub. McDonald's knows how difficult they are to clean, promising in early 2017 that the machines would be replaced. Food Beast checked in 8 months later, and nothing had changed.
Can I try a bite? How do I share? I mean, I could get my own spoon. No.
According to a Reddit thread that asked McDonald's employees, what is the worst thing that has ever happened in the play place? It should probably just be
Yo,
called
I remember,
Poop
dude.
Place for accuracy's sake. Employees revealed a ton of stories about kids pooping in the slide and others sliding through it, as well as in the crawl tubes and definitely in the
prison
ball
outfit
pit.
on. One thing
One
he's stealing
said
is
there was
people's health.
almost always a layer of
Working at
forgotten
McDonald's.
food at the bottom of the ball pit, and then swore the contents of the pit were 50% edible, 25% balls, and 25% poop. Tongue-in-cheek maybe, but were they kind of right? According to Gizmodo, Dr. Erin Carr Jordan, a professor of developmental psychology and mother of 4, was understandably concerned about just what her kids were playing in at McDonald's.
You name it. If it's a thing you don't want your child being exposed to, we found it inside these playlands.
A heroin
She took
needle?
sample swabs from numerous Play Place playgrounds, with Wired reporting they came back positive for listeria, staph, and tons of other nasty bacteria you wouldn't want your kids
Is it
exposed
duty
to.
ball in the ball
But the
pin at
story gets
McDonald's?
even worse. When Dr. Carr Jordan approached a McDonald's manager after seeing a child lick the equipment in one particular play place, she was served with legal documents banning her from McDonald's for being disruptive.
Your kid licking McDonald's, y'all got bigger problems.
Hello again.
It's raining like a mug.
I'm so glad you could join us.
Oh, that was a...
Touchscreen kiosks make ordering a breeze, but you might want to hose down after you use them.
Who wants a Happy Meal?
So McDonald's need a gym
In
shower in there.
2018, the UK's Metro swapped 8 McDonald's touchscreens, 6 in London and 2 in Birmingham. Dr. Paul Matwelli, a senior lecturer in microbiology from the London Metropolitan
That boy,
University,
ooh, I ain't
said
gonna
of
say
the
nothing.
findings, we were all surprised how much gut
I know y'all seen what I seen, but I don't say nothing about nobody her. Because I don't want nothing happening to my... But nah, that... I ain't saying nothing, dog.
fecal bacteria there was
I
on the
ain't finna
touchscreen
say
machines. These cause the kind of infections that people pick up in
They
hospitals.
said fecal matter?
The bacteria said of the findings, we were all surprised how much gut and fecal bacteria there was on the touchscreen machines.
It's doo-doo
These
germs
cause
on
the
the...
kind of infections that people pick up in hospitals. The bacteria strains were no joke either. One touchscreen showed Staphylococcus, a bacteria that's becoming increasingly resilient to antibiotics.
Staphylococcus?
Listeria was also found at 2 locations, and 3/4 of the locations tested positive for Proteus, which is typically found in soil, animal, and human feces. McDonald's claimed the touchscreens are cleaned regularly, but Matwelli suggested the disinfectant might not be
niggas is
strong
lying.
enough, particularly considering the number of people that use this.
Yo. There's so many nasty people coming in touching the screens that the cleaning chemicals that they using to try to clean is getting beat up by the bacteria. They jumping the bacteria. They coming through like, all right, bacteria, move it along. And the bacteria like, what? Ah, cuckoo! And then the other bacteria coming, they town stomping out the chemicals to be clean. Oh, man, that's different, bro.
Then eat their food without washing their hands. McDonald's has had some iconic characters doing the heavy lifting when it comes to advertising, but you might not have noticed that one in particular seemed to drop off the face of the earth in 2002. Yes, the Hamburglar vanished, and according to a McDonald's
he was a
spokesperson via
thief.
CNN, he was actually, quote, lying low and living a quiet life.
That man stole and got up at the game.
But his return in 2015 had people thinking he was all kinds of creepy.
Rabble.
The character got a complete makeover from cute costumed character into an actual
That
adult
man turned out from
While
a
some
doll
thought the
to a
new look
person.
was oddly alluring.
I'm gonna venture to say I find him attractive. She finds creepy people hot. No!
Adweek reported others took to Twitter to state the complete opposite. Suggestorant called him the creepy guy at your high school reunion that makes you wonder what went.
See, that's the problem, man. I don't want to do these live action. How you gonna live action at McDonald's? I mean, I don't care about McDonald's, but there's too much live action going on. I'm lying. I'm waiting for some live action Boondocks to come out. Yippity! What's good? Nah, I ain't gonna say it. Let's go ahead.
Wrong,
Let's go ahead.
which isn't really the vibe
If
you'd
you
expect
know, you know.
anyone to be going for.
That's so you! You're rocking that!
There's not much that's creepier than using toys to lure children through the doors of your establishment. And according to the Center for Science in the Public Interest, that's exactly
Man, I
what
remember them
McDonald's is
kids'
doing with
meals,
the toys they've
man.
been putting in their Happy Meals.
Used to get to
For
watch
years.
like Did the thing like
CSPI
that.
litigation director Stephen Gardner even went as far as to say McDonald's is the stranger in the playground handing out candy to children. McDonald's use of toys undercuts parental authority and exploits young children's developmental immaturity. All this to induce children to prefer foods that may harm their health. It's a creepy and predatory practice that warrants an injunction.
And the Happy Meal fun goes on and on and on when you ask your parents to download the McPlay app.
In 2010, CSPI filed a class action lawsuit to stop what they say is effectively bribing kids to want to go to McDonald's at an age when lifelong eating practices are being shaped.
If they ain't got
Workers
McDonald's
reported
money,
the
it don't
suit was
matter.
ultimately
That's what I was
dismissed
told.
without public explanation. So that leaves it up to you to decide if one of their major marketing campaigns is smart or grossly irresponsible.
Man, y'all know what y'all doing with them toys, man. It's called promotion, man. Promoting.
The simpler, the better.
Like y'all promoting, bro. Y'all want people to come through, so you throw a little extra in there to see if they want that too, or if that's going back to somebody who wasn't thinking about what you thought in the
McDonald's has
beginning.
joined the
And it's
nationwide
working.
movement to get healthier by adding a few salads to their menu. But
Brown.
CBC News found those salads aren't as healthy as you think. They reported that McDonald's kale Caesar salad with crispy chicken and Asiago Caesar dressing is the biggest offender.
They like play
With the real
food.
issue arising when you start adding up ingredients. You're paying a price for a crispy chicken and dressing, and that price is 730 calories, 50.
Y'all wait for this garage noise to go by. And when it come back, I'll pause again.
3 grams of fat and 1,400 milligrams of sodium. Compare that to a double Big Mac and you're
Just for a
eating
couple
30
seconds.
more calories, 15 more grams of fat, and 60 more milligrams of sodium in the salad. And the other options aren't much better. The Bacon Ranch salad packs a whopping 28 grams of fat, and
Bacon
the Southwest
in a
Buttermilk
salad
Crispy
don't make
Chicken
sense
salad
regardless.
clocks in at 25 grams of fat and 520 calories. If you're going to McDonald's, you might be better off not trying to pretend you're there for your health.
Who goes to McDonald's for us? First of all, you putting bacon in a salad. Bacon is from a pig. You ain't supposed to be pig anyway. No, I ain't bean pie salad. No, I ain't nothing else. I believe in God, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. But bro, I'm not eating no pig, bro. Pig eaters on doodle. Pig will eat another pig if you don't tell it it's a pig. If you did tell it it's a pig, probably wouldn't even care. If a pig could eat a pig, it would eat a pig.
Might just be the overall
And you putting that in
better
a
choice.
salad.
Let's be honest.
Like you tricking yourself
know
already,
you're
my
getting
guy.
an insane amount of fat and calories when you head to McDonald's. But allow us to make your lunch even grosser by telling you just how much sodium you're eating
Grosser
too.
or more gross?
First, let's look at the American Heart Association.
The salt, man.
Recommends
No
limiting your
fats.
daily sodium at McDonald's.
This is
But
the
allow us
salt?
to make your lunch even grosser by telling you just how much sodium you're eating too. First,
That's how the salt peek around the corner waiting to be put on the fries. Is it my time yet at McDonald's? Cause them fries is the saltiest fries of all the land of salt. Am I ready? Alright, just check it. You sure? Alright, that's a bit. Are you sure? It's been a long time since then. Man, it's been 2 seconds. Stop asking me, salt. Alright, my bad. Alright. Like McDonald's got the saltiest fries.
let's look at the
Boy,
American Heart
if somebody got cut and
who
threw a
recommends
McDonald's fry on
limiting your
they
daily
cut,
sodium
they'll probably
intake
pass
to
out.
no more than 2,300 milligrams per day, with an ideal limit of 1,500 milligrams.
It's hard to make healthy choices for your family when the food industry adds excessive amounts of sodium to many of the processed foods you serve each day.
Now consider the bacon and cheese sirloin third-pound burger has a whopping 2,030 milligrams of sodium, and we're not even
What
talking
burger?
about the side of fries
you serve each day.
Now consider the bacon and cheese sirloin third-pound burger
Oh,
has a
bacon. I don't
whopping
eat no bacon anymore.
2,030 milligrams of sodium, and we're not even talking
2,000.
about the side of fries you always get with it. Going for breakfast? Take the big breakfast with hotcakes and egg whites, which contains an almost unthinkable 2,150
so good,
milligrams
dog.
of sodium.
Yeah, I remember back in the
Health
days to
Balance
get them,
reported
boy.
It's getting even worse. In 2012, the menu contained 8 items with more than 50% of a person's daily recommended sodium intake. By 2017, that number skyrocketed to 24 items, and in 2018, nothing had changed. Still packing an unhealthy amount of sodium are items like the 6-piece buttermilk crispy tenders, the double bacon smokehouse burger, and an overwhelming
All
number
it
of
does look
breakfast
good.
items. With sodium
I'm
being
not gonna
such a
lie.
major concern for so many Americans,
gotta
it's
resist
just not worth the trip to the drive-thru. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more.
Yo, I know all that food looks good, but you just have to resist it. You gotta fight it. You gotta fight the powers that be. And them powers is mighty strong and they smell really good. And if you ever had them powers before, they tasted really good as well. But you gotta resist, man. Trust me, when I start eating all that fast food, when I start eating all the processed food, start eating cereal, start eating everything, we're just eating regular food, chicken and vegetables, and eating fruits and stuff, man, I felt so much better. So, hey, man, that's the advice I got to give you for y'all right now about that. But, hey, man, I hope y'all seen this video. I hope y'all see what's going on. The real truth about McDonald's. You heard why I'm talking that in my ear. But, yeah, so hope you learned something. We all learning together. If you're watching this, when you watch me, we watching this together. We are learning this together. I don't know all these things either until I look at them. You feel me? So hopefully I can look at them before, and hopefully y'all see them before you make the decision to mess up. If it is messed up, you feel me? With that being said, keep liking, sharing, subscribing, keep commenting as well. I see the comments too. I appreciate y'all, and I'm out.